I do gotta add though, we've seen matchups like these where they are very balanced, 50-50 type like, but then we watch it after we put it on paper, we watch it on the pitch, and it's never close. So I want to call it like it's gonna get a little bit out of hand. I don't want to say it towards who. I'm a Wildcat. I'm not from that school, but when I went to middle school, which I think it's elementary school or primary school, I think it is in the UK, I was a Wildcat myself. I am biased. I want the Wildcats to win. I just hope that they do so in dominant fashion.
Well, I know that you love the Wildcats, especially from their appearances last semester, of course. They were quite the force themselves, and immediately on the attack, or rather immediately on the defense, I should say, for the Wildcats, it's WLSV. If anyone can help us at home as to what that acronym stands for, that would be much appreciated. Now on the attack, though, the Wildcats, as said, the ball harmlessly moving to the left of that goal mouth. A nice challenge in the midfield, though, around Light Gazel's going to be able to bring us to the midfield line. Has a free shot ahead of him. He's going to shoot for the net. Up goes Babe, wants to play, and it's palmed onto the backboard.
Oh, I love that touch. I love that touch so much. Not only do you put it successfully towards the corner, but what a nasty angle to work with. Making it possible. This one, of course, you got to keep testing the keeper, see what comes through Light Gazel. That's the right idea. 1-0 WLSV. I have to stop myself before I say it. WLSV Esports already won up.
Should we just call them Esports from here on out? I mean,
call them
Esports. Got to feel sorry for Raptor Gex, by the way, in that position, because he's already on the line, but he's turning, and as the shot comes in, he's turning away from where the shot's going to go. So difficult to readjust from that particular position. Got a feel for him as the Wildcats immediately back on the attack. Babe, it's not Babe wants to play, it's Babe wants stop play. So I'm just going to call you Babe from now on. I hope you don't mind that. You know, we're not exactly on knowledgeable terms with each other, but that's what your gamer tag is, and so that's what I'm going to call you by. Here they are now on the attack, sealing the 100 boost as well, looking for the bump maybe. Light Gazel, that's a bit of a ponderous ball into the midfield. Here's Andrew stepping in now, looking to maybe follow up with a shot of his own. No, there's Light Gazel again. Light Gazel at the center of everything at the moment, Mitch. In defense, got that goal, of course. It's great to see someone so confident. Here he's in front of net again. Maybe with the follow-up shot. Is Cam on G Fuel? No, not on this occasion.
Almost right on schedule with the second one on the board. Light Gazel, a menace behind the action, and Cam will try and follow suit. The defense is standing strong. That's what you got to try and do if you're the Wildcats, not only to equalize the meeting, but then also to keep control of the game. You cannot let it get out of hand this early. It is a long series and a long matchup ahead of these two, but every single game matters. This double commit that will matter most for the defense transitioning into offense. Andrew, bumped by their own blood, now rotating all the way back. Raptor have to clean up after the defense. Half the game remaining. Only trailing by one, though. Wildcats, best case scenario on paper.
Oh, Raptor Rage has managed to miss that as well. Andrew with a flick away. Babe misses it. That goes wide. Let off the hook here. Wildcats as their defense shudders and creaks. And will there be shrieks as well? Cam in field looking for that pass to Marty McFly and Light Gazel. Neither of them get a piece of it. His Light Gazel now remains very relevant as the ball pops up high. There is Marty McFly going to beat Babe to the ball. Raptor is in position but doesn't make the save. Jumped too low, jumped too late, and Cam doubles the lead for WLSV.
Great Scott, Marty. Look at the delay. Cam just had to be there. Right place, right time. By the way, how good was Back to the Future? All two of them. We're not going to talk about the third one. 2-0 WLSV Sports. And it took the second one took a little bit more effort than the first one, and I think that's great. Alrighty, back on track, Cam. I'll talk about you a little bit more. 3-0 Wildcats on the ropes.
And the only way that Marty's goal could have been any better was if it was hitting 80 miles per hour, of course. But it's not about the speed of the goal, it's whether the goal is scored in the first place. And WLSV are now putting up multiple shots on target. The pressure simply too much for this Wildcats defense to deal with. And 3-0 is a pretty handsome scoreline. Wildcats, you can't say that they've not had their opportunities. WLSV have just had more. That's another one gone begging wide of the post.
Yeah, and we talk about quality the most because it matters the most. It's not who has more opportunities, but who's more deadly when you got those opportunities. Cam, just put on a hattie in front of my very same statement. It's not if you have them or not, it's if you can score them. This one again to the house. Fourth one on the board. Third one for Cam himself. And the Wildcats, I mean, 90 seconds left. All you have to do right now is think about game number 2. Plenty of Rocket League in front of them. You cannot get disappointed right now.
Yeah, Wildcats They do. Again, they're moving forward all right, but it seems that once they get into that final third, they're just lacking a bit of confidence. Had a better shot, but no one willing to poke it home when the WLSV defense was perhaps at a little bit of their mercy, might I say. Or perhaps WLSV are looking to prove me wrong here, maybe looking for goal number 5. There's a double commit here at the near post for Raptor. And for Babe, they try and combine with each other, end up stumbling over each other. Babe picks up the play, and there's Light Gazel. Going to miss this, but as does Andrew, and a chance to move forward once again. It just falls to nothing, Mitch. The Wildcats struggling.
Yeah, it's definitely we're trailing by a lot in game number 1. I'm going to give you the most credit ever on a Rocket League matchup. I think every touch that you're going to put on the... Oh, whoa. I want to watch the replay real quick. What the heck happened here? I thought this was backcourt and out. Oh, just from half court all the way deep into the high 90. You're giving them a lot of credit. That's my point. You cannot let that happen over and over and over again. You got to jump to every ball, think that they're going to double, triple tap you, Cuxer, Astro pinch their way onto the net. And I think that's just giving WLSV not only chance to milk the clock, but a lot of looks at the net.
To reference another legendary sci-fi franchise, good news, everyone. I found out, Vinny has, of course, found out what WLSV stands for. It's actually an abbreviation of Wellsville, which I can see that. Just call yourself Wellsville, please. Much easier for Mr. Commentators over here. 5-0, that's certainly an easy scoreline for Mr. Commentators to read as well. Wildcats, like you say, they're not necessarily completely out of it. Game 1 can be tricky, nerves can get to you, but it feels like they started stronger than they finished, Mitch. The longer that they got into the game, the more goals that they went down, the less that they wanted to move forward together as a unit.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that. Wellsville was just dancing the dance. It's the feel-out process to start every Rocket League meeting. And the Wildcats were happy to hear that tune go. But once the first score was on the board, it was a done deal. Wellsville did not back down whatsoever. Oh, Exhibit A. 5 seconds in, Light Gazel will open up the board yet again. This time, though, in aggressive fashion.
Oh, no. Babe is you can almost see like the goalkeeper spreading their arms, but you don't have arms in Rocket Leagues. You got tires, they're attached to your car, and they're not going any further than your axles will allow. Oh dear,
No
and
way.
here comes a second. Oh goodness me, there were 3 players effectively waiting and ready to defend Mitch, but none of them could get a touch on it.
Oh, cover your eyes, kids. This one's going to get ugly. Not only the kickoff goal to open up game number 2, but then again, the menacing advance by the Wellsville squad is just too much for the Wildcats to handle. And another great kickoff, another great flick. This one crossbar and down. Thankfully for the Wildcats, it'll go out. Not for long. Cam's still on the pitch. 3-0, 20 seconds in. Yeah, this is going to go Wellsville's way.
Yeah, a bit of a landslide in mentality here as the shakiness in defense translated to the shakiness in offense has now translated back to, oh gosh, what are we doing here in defense? Nobody really with a good idea as to how to combat this attack. And Andrew, oh, the feels bad backflip, the goal on a plate, and still they're not able to convert.
Oh, man. I want to say I saw that in slow-mo, but I think everybody saw it in slow-mo. It was just a badly timed backflip that did not help the offense. Defense, no special teams. Marty, a little bit of explosion back in time. Plenty of time, but what a save there by the Wellsville squad. Getting back on the rotation. 3-0. Still trying to keep a clean slate, though. Throughout the matchup, Light Gazer will try to assist with the clearance. Cannot clean up the box. Now, Marty will have to have a say about this. Get the boost. Push a little. Trying to get a Skippy into the box. Those are as dangerous as it gets, especially with Wildcats who are struggling to not only beat the ball, but calm the rotation. I don't think they're on the same page, and bumping each other here or there will always break up your own defense.
Can we just have a shout out, by the way, for Mitch? Comes in with a croaky voice and soldiering on like an absolute champ. Please give him all your love in chat, please, especially as he gave me plenty of love for my birthday. Plenty of love for Marty McFly here, folks, as once again Wellsville find their way almost at a canter into the net. It's completely open for Marty McFly. He flexes anyway because why not? 4-0. I can't believe that there's still 3.5 minutes left of game number 2.
Yeah, a very hectic 90 seconds that the Wildcats have just gone through. And to piggyback off your comment, that really warmed my heart. I appreciate that.
Of course.
I hope that you're not trading this shout out for my birthday present next year. You're like, oh, remember when
I'll have something
out?
planned for that. Don't worry.
Okay, fine. Bet. That also keeps me looking forward to what my B-day is going to be like 3 minutes on the clock. Wildcats, I mean, I said I was rooting for them, and I think that's the jinx that I've been putting on every single team throughout the fall major. But I just don't think that's as bad of a scoreboard as it looks like. It's just 3 kickoff goals because you're not able to secure possession nor take it away from Wellsville. I think once you fix that, because, again, you got to start thinking about Game 3 already, you can definitely have a close matchup like the first half of Game 1 was.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, I think that the Wildcats have gotten away with this one. Not so much Mitch behind the mask, but more so you wanted to hide behind the mask. Once Mitch chooses your team, Light Gazel to the backboard, looking for that double tap, not going to find it. Oh, still there,
no
still
way.
relevant, and tries to back pass it, but the Wellsville offense was perhaps a little too eager, allows Wildcats, I should say, the opportunity to reach the orange backboard, but it's just a slow and meandering transition up the pitch, and there is nothing that comes of it once again. Even a double commit like this, Mitch, if you are a team that wants to score goals, you've simply got to capitalize on those situations.
Yeah, with this little time on the clock, I mean, anything you're given, you need to punish the defense immediately. Heading into the 90 seconds zone, trading by 4 again, there's not much you can do here, but just start to strategize for your next matchup. It's not going to be a fluke W where you just run and escape and steal the next 4 meetings. It's definitely going to get better and better for Wellsville. More connections, more chemistry, more aggressiveness out of them, more deadly shots, touches, bumps, demos, what have you. I don't think the Wildcats, first of all, is going to be ready for any of that. And second of all, they're going to be able to keep up with the pace. Cam is on a completely different level right now. 5-0 Wellsville.
It's just a lifted ball. You can all watch it and its trajectory, and you can tell that it's going into the back of the net, but no one is there to save it, and that feels to be a little bit of a deja vu story that keeps on arriving at the hands of the Wildcats. They keep on getting the questions asked to them, and they really don't have the answers. I mean, in fact, they've answered one of their own questions there. Hey, how does a double commit work? Well, yes, like that. You just completely killed off your attacking play, 60 seconds left. To score 5 goals seems impossible from here.
By the way, might I add, the Wildcats are scoreless throughout the 2 meetings. I'm just going to pop so freaking hard once they put one in the bottom of the net. I just really hope, though, that they put something towards the net. I mean, I have so many comments. They're the Wildcats. We've all watched High School Musical. I was a Wildcat in middle school. Like, everything is lining up. Oh, put this one away, please. Oh, no, please, somebody get it away from the box. All right, you know, the Crease is a player. 4th one for the Wildcats. Still, Marty will try to bring it from the sky to the box. What a pass. What a finish. Not even surprised anymore. But once that first goal comes, because it has to come, right? The Wildcats have to do something about it. They have too many opportunities for Wellsville to put everything away. I think that could light the fire inside them for the comeback. It will be the toughest hill to climb, though, because Wellsville is just not missing. Nice. Come on, Cam. Come on.
Well, it does set up the Brazil. If the Wildcats are to score here. It's a nice raised flick, actually. Nice precision, but Babe on the line, just, again, standing and watching when really some proactivity, even if you're not going to make the save, it's better to, I mean, you have to think in goalkeeper terminology here. How are you going to stop your opponent from having the biggest possible angles to shoot at by closing their avenue of shooting opportunity? That's going to be an OG. That's going to be an OG. We're not going to count this as the Wildcats' first goal, because I think that Wellsville just looking to be nice. It is almost a season of giving, of course.
Yeah, right. They're in the spirit. I got a little pine tree by my desk. I think they are sensing those vibes coming from my computer. It's time to share. Sharing is caring. Wellsville cares. That's a great campaign for the school. Second one on the board, but first one entirely for the Wildcats. Hang on, Martin. You did not just throw, right? No, that's as
it's
stunky
good
as it
reads.
gets.
It's a
Yes,
good
sir.
read.
Who are we? Wildcats. Who are we? Wildcats. Let's go, baby.
And also in doing so, denying themselves at least the magnanimity of a Brazil, which, to
Yeah,
be fair,
right. Dang it.
you know, they're on the board. Andrew's got the first legit goal. I am impressed with a lot of Babe, actually, because they always seem to be the sturdiest of the defense, it seems. And okay, the goal wasn't exactly theirs to claim, but they do get the credit in the end, and they were in the right position to potentially force a mistake like that. So perhaps a bit of hope here as the Wildcats essentially come away from last game with 2 goals unanswered. And they might actually have another one unanswered here. That's gone right down the other side of the pitch, and it's hit the post. Oh, just had to be a few centimeters to the right, Mitch.
Oh, the woodwork. Sometimes your friend, sometimes your enemy. This time your nemesis. The Wildcats are hating every piece of the net. Oh, but here they get a little friend back.
No.
Oh, thank goodness for rotations. Thank goodness for the tutorials. Thank goodness for the comms. The Wildcats still. Gusik's on the board. Surprising. After entering game 3 with a, minus 15 goal differential, they are still in the meeting. And this one is an open net. It's a drive to the house.
Score it, please,
that
please.
will go
Yes!
in. Babe, do you love me or not? 1-0 Wildcats.
He wants to play. And he has made a play out of this one. Yes, it was an overcommitment from Wellsville. Yes, it's a bit of a scrappy series overall. Yes, it might be silver/gold level when you look at the rank comparison. But it's a goal nonetheless. My only worry, Mitch, is that it has come so early in game number 1 that it gives Wellsville so much time to respond, and they really should have done there.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. There's so much time on the clock for Wellsville to do some damage, and there's no time to park the bus. You gotta get insurance, and then you gotta get another document in front of it. I wish I knew bureaucracy so I could get some more insurance points. But Wildcats 1-0 means literally nothing to Wellsville. They're ready to not only pounce on you, tie it up, but then run with it, steal it, and go for another Brazil.
I like it. Nice and simple from Raptor. Although he loses possession, he has at least put it as far into the orange half as possible. Clearance now. Cam. Oh, Andrew sold himself a bit short there. Raptor's going to make a good enough save. Actually, no, it was Babe. My apologies. Doesn't matter because Raptor was in net. Didn't see this one. Going to need a lawyer considering how short-shifted he was on the contract.
Oh, Marty, out of time. More like plenty of time. 3:06 and already ties it up. The Wildcats shaking in their paws. I'm not too sure. Wildcats, they should be a Puss in Boots as a Wildcat, right? It's like a multiverse type of thing. Shaking in his boots. Wellsville back in a rhythm, and I gotta say, nasty angle by Marty. You gotta be careful with those corners because it can get hectic, especially on that left side. Thank you for the defense. Wildcats keep it 1-1.
Nervy moments. Very, very nervy moments that the Wildcats survive once again. Oh, Raptor. They've gone full goalkeeper. And that seems to have been an internal discussion, Mitch. And I don't know about you, but if you're coming into a series with your role already established as a goalkeeper, that's okay because you understand your limitations. That, for me, Raptor has gone out of net now, but if you're telling your teammate, please stay back, we need you as a goalkeeper, is that a little bit damaging to the ego, perhaps a little bit damaging to the confidence? Because they're basically telling you that you're not good enough to move into the midfield with your teammates.
Yeah, look, you got to understand, for a really long time, I was a kid, right? And I was chubby as a kid. I still am. So the chubby kid is always goalie. That's just a rule of thumb for some reason. And it's because you cannot keep up with the pace. And I completely agree with that. I was the greatest goalie in my campus. And that record stood until my brother came into my own school. So we're just built like that, all right? If you are asked to be the goalie, take it as a compliment because you're about to be part. Defenses win championships. That's all I got to say. I mean, if you play the role nice, you might as well take your team the distance. The thing is, though, the Rocket League, or at least high-level Rocket League, is built for rotations, and I do not care how hefty your Fennec or your Dingo is. If it's not going to be there in time because rotations are beating you to the punch, it's definitely become a problem sooner rather than later.
The other half of that statement, though, is all too much of a presence in the minds of these players, I'm sure. Yes, defense wins you championships, but you got to win the game. And in order to win the game, you got to score yourself some goals. And we are yet to be separated for a long time as the score is sat at 1-1, the closest game between these two teams. Wellsville looking like the most likely to score, going for a bump play, bit of a miss-hit there from Light Gazel. Up it goes, Marty McFly trying to use some aerial finesse, but finesses his way to whiff the ball. Infield, falls kindly for Marty once again, up the next wall. Gets the flip onto it, backboard, good read from Babe, out into the midfield, but a bit of a siege now. Wellsville, 20 seconds to find the winner. Oh,
it's all right. The goalie technique, I'm telling you, you're not there. Sooner rather than later, it's gonna get to you. And this one, prime example of how you don't stand in net, because they're gonna posterize on you. Wellsville drives away with the lead, 16 seconds to go. I don't think the Wildcats will have enough time.
Oh, I don't think Raptor is aware that you can double jump in this game. It just feels like the thumb, if it is a controller that they are using rather than a mouse and keyboard, it feels like the thumb is permanently planted to the forward position. Sometimes you just gotta leave the thumbstick alone. Gotta leave it well alone, because you're gonna have a better chance at blocking those shots. We move to match point scenario then. And the Wildcats, as unlikely as it seems from here, will have to reverse sweep. You can just see there the shot counter. 15 shots on target, Mitch, for Wellsville. Not a surprise, ultimately, that they won the game. They'll perhaps be surprised that they didn't win the game by as much as they were hoping.
Oh, man, and this is just begging for it to be a back-to-back cleaning infomercial here in the Fall Major homeroom, because we had the sweeping show last week. Okay, hang on. Babe still wants to play. 1-0 Wildcats, but this is how we started last meeting. I want to see more of this, because it was a hot start, not a hot finish. I want to see the hot Rocket League, the entire 5 minutes of the game. Maybe we won't have a sweeping style of homeroom. Once I see that, though, I see it to believe it. Wellsville trailing by 1, uncharacteristic.
Yeah, they are a type of fire at the moment, the Wildcats, but not the fire that we are hoping to see. We would rather see a simmer rising to a boil rather than what is currently the situation, which is a firework. It shoots up in the air, it explodes, and then it's kind of done. And you just say, oh, well, you know, that's it. And once again, Wellsville equal to level terms within a minute of the Wildcats scoring their goal. Scary, considering we still got 4.5 of those left.
Yeah, and now every possession matters, especially because you're on match point for Wellsville, and you're trying to reverse sweep with the Wildcats. It doesn't matter if it is 4 minutes on the clock, 30 seconds to go, or if it's OT. You need to make. Oh, no way,
what a
babe.
fake.
Okay, I love this. The Wildcats retake the lead.
I want to have a guess that he didn't actually mean this, but to give him the benefit of the doubt, even if he didn't mean it, didn't matter to Marty McFly. He was reading the play as if he was going to hit it. So it works out in the end. Wildcats back in the lead. It's the first time that they have taken a second lead within the microcosm of a game. Now, what about that defense? 4 minutes left on the clock, and maybe looking for a third, actually. Who needs defense if you can keep on scoring?
Yeah, you know, Marty wasn't easily fooled in the movie, so that's canon. Oh, what a shot here by Light Gazel. Yeah, it took that calculated fake for it to go through McFly, and I mean, he was not gonna back down. He never does. He's not a chicken. Oh, the corner shot almost could have completed my full sentence. Cam, though, will keep it in enemy territory, the Blue Ocean, deep into blue territory. Gets it past 1, trying to make it past 2. Maybe the corner will do. Oh, beautiful work for the assist rather than the shot. Light Gazel, though, just to finish.
Raptor Rage X will learn a lot from today. Sadly, that's another moment where stationary in net doesn't have the confidence to go forward to try and challenge for the ball, and that's a tap-in. It's an easy tap-in for Wellsville, 2 apiece, and the Wildcats have got to find yet another goal to keep themselves in with a chance of even thinking of winning this series.
2 apiece. plenty of racket to be leaked, and Marty knows it will put it to the corner away from their net, but the angle was almost fallen by the Wildcats. That's the acro that's missing out of the offense, especially if comps are not there. Who, Lord knows whose ball this one's gonna be. Somebody's gonna go for it though. This time it'll be Babe, who rotates ball-wise, get it away from the attacker. It's actually a smart play. Biden will go up himself, almost get the flip reset off the shot. And now Cam from the heavens will drop it down towards the box. Double whiff for the save. And that's how Marty gets a third one in the go-ahead.
That's it. That's the analysis. It's just, you know, just a big old sigh, just a big old Pepe sad there. What a shame. It's difficult when you are on the retreat trying to defend, but you know what? They're just gonna bite back. There's your third goal.
Was Babe not the piggy in the city or something like that? Why does that ring a bell?
Babe was indeed the name of a film about a pig.
I don't have any pig puns. It's just that I read the name and I think about it instantly. But I wanted to confirm out loud before I said something stupid, which I did not even prepare. Babe, you're so...
Babe is a cutlet above the rest.
Yeah, right. I was going to say something like dirty, but what does that got to do? Like, I got to see something cool, not a kickoff goal. That's not dirty. Like,
look at the chops on this play.
Yeah, right. You look great, Babe. You should go to the city. I did not even watch the movie. Hopefully I'm getting something over here. 3-3. 2 minutes to go, man. Did I hit it? Did I hit it in the nose? Shot on target, not on target. Backboarding out, but Babe, hey! Do something right, baby. Puts it deep into orange. Oh my, here come the Wildcats. That's an open net. What a shot, crossbar. Out and denied. Babe finds the angle, rejected immediately though through the 50. And now a demolition derby in the orange corner will make Wellsville escape the pressure. But for how long, I ask you? How long?
One thing is for sure, they are looking great. Oh, that's not looking so great, though. Raptor caught on the inside of the post, and Babe is trying to boost hog here. There's another one.
Nice.
But the boost hogging is not necessarily going to do you any good. You still need to be proactive, even if you can't get the boost initially. You got to have faith that your team's going to rotate in like this, for example. Marty McFly, it's more forward to the past because it's deja vu. It's Wellsville in the lead.
I love that too. He won't chicken out. Look at that pre-flip. Gang! Invited, accepted, heck, blocked, denied, all of the Facebook adjectives. Complicated. Let's go. 4-3, 108 on the clock, but I don't think it'll be enough. I think the Wildcats have one more in them.
Bang. Oh!
Ooh!
Save. Excellent save. Babe at the center of it once more. That's going to hit the backboard. Marty McFly provided a save for Wildcats. He'll pick up his commission fee in due time. Oh, a bit of stabbing in the back there from Andrew. Have two of these players switch sides or what? Here's Cam infield. Oh, didn't find Marty. Andrew, just got his car a little bit just mangled up within its own axles, essentially. And that's another chance gone begging for this blue side to get down the field. It's still only a one-goal game, Mitch, or might this be the case for much longer? Babe!
Nice.
Oh, it's a scuffed clearance, but it's done the job.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but it definitely got out of harm's way, which is the best you can hope for, especially against Wellsville, which is a relentless offense. And they've shown you that all throughout the series. 15 ticks to go. Were this to be the last game, it would have been only, what, 5 in favor of the Wildcats. They want one more. They will not get it. Light Queso puts this game to bed. 5-3. That will be series in 4.
When we booked our hotel for Sweep City, we made sure that we had a few dates covered, and that date is going to extend to today. Wellsville. It's all Wellsville that ends Wellsville. They will finish the series 4-0. They move up onto 3-2. They keep their playoff hopes alive going into the final week of league play. As for the West Guinea Wildcats, I'm afraid that might just be the league season done and dusted in regards to attainable gifts.